You think about one of the reasons why NASA had me in? Because 10 years ago, there were essentially two groups in space, the Americans and the Russians. There are now 350 companies around the world in the space industry. And they're talking about business models involving asteroid mining, pharmaceutical production, space tourism, off-Earth energy generation. And again, one of those is Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla Motors, who's the founder of SpaceX. We live in a world in which big ideas are all around us. There are people coming up and pursuing big ideas and developing new capabilities. One of the biggest crises that we have on this planet involves water. Years ago, back in 2013, as the opening keynote speaker for the Water Environment Foundation. Had 2,000 water professionals in the room, managers of wastewater and water delivery treatment systems from throughout the U.S. The statistics with water are staggering. You know, in the U.S., 16% of the water supply is lost due to leaky pipes and goes back in the ground. Only 7% of wastewater is recycled. Huge amount of waste with this most precious resource. In India, demand is going to soar at 1.65 times the current levels by 2050, all while fresh water sources dwindle. Industrial demand in India, as India increasingly enters the global economy through advanced manufacturing and other abilities, will go from 50 billion cubic meters of water to 120 billion by 2025. These are all crisis numbers of staggering proportion. And what happens in the next 40 years when another 3 billion people come into the world? Imagine adding 75 million people every year, 6 million a month, 200,000 every single day, all demanding their fair share of this most precious resource. Well, world-class innovators are pursuing solutions that help us deal with this most precious resource. In Israel, more than 80% of household wastewater is recycled, half going to irrigation. Other countries are nowhere near this level of sophistication. But there are people who are dreaming big and thinking big and doing big in terms of solutions. So out of San Francisco, we have a company called Nexus eWater. And they have developed the first in-home wastewater recycling technology that has been certified for use. We have plumbers in the room. We've got an entire trade. We've got an entire skilled trade who is going to discover in the next several years, because the future belongs to those who are fast, that all of a sudden they're going to be dealing with new technologies that involve in-home and in commercial building, in residential building, wastewater treatment technologies. The goals of Nexus are simply staggering. You know, they believe that what they can achieve is reducing water into the home by 42%, that they can reduce sewage from the home by 17%, reduce water energy by 75%. They can reduce home energy use by 15 to 25%, generating savings of $50 to $200 per month. And that they can harvest rainwater as part of the process. If I'm a plumber, if I'm responsible for the plumbing trade, if I'm a professional association representing plumbers, this is something I need to be aware of, because this is going to become part of what we are dealing with in the future. And you can take any single skilled trade that I saw out on that floor yesterday, and you can see examples of where people are thinking big and doing big and are going to transform the world. What is the impact? It's going to cause a lot of change. It's going to speed up change. Existing skills and trades will need to move quickly to ingest all the new knowledge and capabilities that will come with these big thinkers and doers.